Oh, that's a nice looking salad right there, huh? Hey, before I get into all of what I want to talk to you about today, do me a favor. Click the like button. Subscribe if you haven't done so. Share this video so that others in your life that may need it or might be helped by it can have it, okay? And if you don't know of anybody that needs it, do me a favor, share it on your social media. Put it on your Facebook or your X account or wherever else you want to put it. Just share this content, okay? So, you folks, get ready. Here we go. Well, hello, and welcome back to Texas Cooking Today. I'm Stuart, and I owe my audience an explanation. What's been going on with Texas Cooking Today, and why haven't very many videos been released? There's been a lot going on. One person in this household has lost a lot of weight, and my efforts to try to put weight on said individual has actually ended up injuring me, and I wasn't really seeing it happening. Basically, I switched this to a high carb, high calorie diet. It's inexpensive and it packs on pounds, okay? That's kind of the way I saw that. Well, I shouldn't have done that because I injured myself. I injured myself really bad, okay? So, number one, I did blood work, and then suddenly my blood work comes back saying, you're full-blown diabetic. I was type 2. And I said, oh, hell to the no. This ain't going to happen. And I know that this can be reversed if you jump on it fast enough. So I decided, well, I better get this taken care of. And that's exactly what I did. On that very same day that I got that news, I changed my diet, my lifestyle habits, and a lot of other stuff. And I got my A1C from 8.5 down to 4.5 in a 6-month period. That's considered exceptional, folks. A1C is an indicator of how well your liver and your blood sugar are doing. And mine were doing very bad, and now they're much better. And it's just because I wasn't eating right. I had to eat a lot more fiber and a whole lot less carbs. It's just that simple. And get some exercise in doing. All right, so today I wanted to show you the salad that I've been eating every day at lunch. And by the way, I have now lost 22 pounds since last July 1st. So I am just now starting the 8th month of this. This is early February. And so here we are. I've gone through 7 months, 22 pounds down, and ready to continue that. I have no interest in stopping this until I'm well below my goal weight. And that's going to be 100 pounds lighter than I was back then. So I'm 22 pounds into losing that 100 pounds. All right, now let me show you what I do on my salad. Oh, the other thing is the reason I'm on a stool, and this is the second reason you don't see me in the kitchen a lot right now. Arthritis. Really bad arthritis. Hips, knees, elbows, wrists, ankles, and more pills than I can even begin to count. Oh, here's my little doggie making her little token appearance. This is Ivy. So that's what's going on in my life and the reason you haven't been getting your videos. So I've gone back to making videos. I'm going to be working hard on this, and this is going to be a part of what I'm doing to take off some more of that weight. Working. All right. Now, I can't do a lot of things, but I can do stuff like this. Anyway, as I mentioned to you before, I've been doing these salads, okay? And I do a chef salad. I guess it's the best thing you could call it. The important thing you need to remember about this, if you decide to go this route, and I think it's a healthy way of doing things, something important to remember is you need to watch out for what salad dressing you use and what toppings you use. For instance, a whole bunch of croutons, well, that's just a bunch of carbs right there, isn't it? Is that going to be healthy for me or bad for me? Well, too many, bad. Just the right amount is what I need, because you have to have something there in the way of carbs in your diet. so I can't cut it out completely. By the way, I did that originally, and I ran into a little problem with hypoglycemia, and trust me, you don't want to know what that's like. It's no fun. Yeah, you need a little bit of carb in your diet, and then you'll be all right. So I'll tell you what, come on over here. I'll show you what I'm doing to make my little salad and how I put it together, and we'll enjoy our lunch together. Okay, so I've started with what you've seen me do there, which is just a romaine heart that I used some of the leaves to form a slight bed there. I like the spring mix. Oops, that was loud. I love these spring mixes, folks. These things are A, they're good for you, and B, because you got a variety of greens there. They add variety to the salad. They are really good for your body, and it's just a great way of doing a salad and making it a little bit easier in getting it put together. Okay, sometimes I'll get leaves that don't look just right. I'll just remove them as I come to them. Okay, there we go. Now also, these spring mixes will contain these red leaf lettuces, and the stuff that's in red leaf lettuce is like really good for you, okay? So, just a part of what I do. Now, when I'm making one of these salads, if I just put the greens in there, they're all laying flat. The salad dressing goes over it and just sits on top. No fun. I want things to penetrate down into the salad, so I need to get the greens from laying flat to being up on edge. I do that just by doing this. You're going to lose a few of these pieces over the edge of the bowl. Don't worry about that. Certainly don't lose any sleep over that, because you can just toss it right back in there. Isn't that nice? So now I've got my greens up on edge, just the way I want them. When it comes to a salad, you can put anything you want on it. So what I'm going to be doing today, show you exactly how I do mine every single day. Now, I've got pork chops here, and I've got some cheese here. I've got guacamole, green onions. That's all a part of my salad. You do yours your way, but think about all the different stuff you can put on a salad, folks. I mean, all the different kinds of cheese. This is all good, healthy food. The right kind of food. This cheese is a little bit crumbly, but on average, that right there is how much cheese I use on each and every one of my salads. So we're only talking about a couple ounces here, all right? And then I like to cut things in a way that they're kind of interesting. When I look at my salad, I've got some nice shape going on there that keeps it from being totally boring, okay? Oh, so there we've added some interest and color to our salad. All right. And some very delicious cheese. I will now share some with the puppy down here. There we go. She loves that. Okay. So, nice shapes, nice color. All right. Now, there's going to be an area that I'll probably put my guacamole. So I don't try to get a bunch of meat or cheese in that spot. I just leave it kind of open. And that way it's there and available. So, pork chop. Nice thick pork chop. Look at that. So what I like to do, when I am cooking and grilling, I'll cook extra meats, and these meats will be specifically for my salads. And so I use about 4 to 6 ounces of meat on my salad. Now your protein, you can pretty much stack as much protein on there as you want. Remember, we're not worried about proteins. We're not worried about leafy greens. That's all the stuff I need in my diet. What I don't need are too much sugary or carb items, which means I need to be careful about what kind of a dressing I use. Don't want to have any dressings that are, you could say, sugary. A lot of them seem to come that way these days. Don't want anything that's going to be like high in carbs, high in calories. So I stick with just a basic vinaigrette on these. The vinegar is really important for your body in helping it to take care of certain things that it needs to take care of. A little bit of pork chop there. Now, guacamole, stuff like this. Well, when it comes to, if you've got having type 2 problems, this is the kind of stuff you can eat as much of as you want. All right, and I understand something. I'm not a doctor. I can't dole out advice. All I can do is tell you what I'm doing. And this is the things that I'm doing for me. I'm not saying they're going to work for you. I'm not going to say it's the right thing for you because I'm not a doctor and I'm not allowed to say that. However, it is working for me, and it is within the guidelines for folks that have high blood sugar, okay? So that's the way we handle stuff, folks. Okay, now. And I mentioned to you that I also like to have some green onions with my salad. So that's what I'm going to do here. And usually I'll do anywhere from 4 to 6 on average. That way, good stuff. Again, onions contain certain nutrients that are very good for helping your body to heal and helping your liver to function properly. Look at me looking clumsy here. Okay. And on these, I just make sure that the outer greens aren't wilted. If it looks bad, I'll just pluck it off. If I've got any thin layers on the outside, I'll go ahead and remove those like I'm doing here. Ooh, I don't want to forget. Usually, no more than that. Usually I go somewhere around 8 to 12 croutons. Here we go. I want to share some with my hungry puppy over here. She always loves the croutons. Well, folks, that's it. You've seen what I do to make my basic chef salad. This is what I've been doing every day for lunch. Now, I don't do it exactly every day, but most every day. About once a month, sometimes twice a month, we'll get something like a hamburger, tacos, a pizza. Step outside of what I normally am doing, okay? And that is so I can have some semblance of normalcy that I'm used to, and I don't get burned out on this, okay? So treat yourself occasionally, eat healthy, and thank you for watching this. Do me a favor, subscribe to my content. Also, if you would, share and like this video, sharing it with people that this could help, please do that. It's really made a huge difference in my life. Something as simple as that has made a huge difference in my life. And this is something that can be changed up in so many different ways. Different kinds of meat, different kinds of cheeses, different flavors of croutons, all kinds of toppings. If I want to just use bulb onion and do thin slices over this, that's delicious. Something I absolutely love doing. Also, a hard-boiled egg would be great for this. There's just a huge variety of toppings that you can do for salads that'll all work for someone who has high blood sugar. Okay, so there you have it. There's a salad that'll help bring down the high blood sugar if you do it every day over time, and you make that your primary meal of the day, then you're going to make changes, I guarantee you. I have, most certainly, and I hope to just drag you along on my experience and show you how I'm doing this. There it is. There's my lunch ready to go. You folks, you have a good day.